outlined in that memo was, at a minimum, we believed the process would have to mirror in reverse the process for granting the abatement in the first place. So there would need to be published notice. I believe it's 10 days prior to the public meeting is the statute for, the tax abatement. So basically you would follow that in reverse. So you publish that you're gonna take up the question, provide at least 10 days notice, and then hold the meeting on that basis.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. So, a couple things. First, I can't speak for everybody else, but when I heard that information about the economic development agreement, once I got past my outrage and just complete frustration that commissioners would sign that, put us in this position, allowing a tax credit to go forward even if we rescinded, which is complete ridiculousness to me. But once I got past that, I shared the same concern that Mr. Hughes said. I question the validity of how they can even do that. They don't control the money, we control the money. They don't control the tax credits, we control the tax credits. I don't make adjustments and make provisions for my neighbor's house, I make them for my house. Because I don't control their house. They don't control this house. So, that's my first thing. I don't believe they have any right to enter into an agreement stating that if we decide independently on our own from them, we want to go a different direction, that we then have to abide by what they've agreed to. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not a lawyer, but the common sense factor tells me that doesn't hold any water. That's the first thing. Second thing, that economic development agreement was signed in 2021. I'm going to officially apologize to everyone in this room and everyone who's watched and everyone who's attended those commissioners' meetings and watched commissioners sit up there and tell every one of you that I don't know anything about any of this until all these property agreements started getting signed. Don't know nothing about it. That's obviously not true because an EDA was signed in 2021. So there was knowledge of this project going forward. So no one else will apologize to you for it, I will. And then the third thing I'm going to say, and this is really just a reminder for everyone, and I asked Mr. Friedman to state those requirements for a reason, and I'm going to ask everyone to go back to November 2023. I sit in this very chair and I made a motion to follow those exact steps that he just outlined to consider rescinding this agreement. I'm going to read it right here. It's the official minutes. Councilmember Webb made a motion to refer both tax abatements back to the Tax Abatement Committee for review. We've done that. Tax Abatement Committee met, they've reviewed. Report back to council to discuss those findings. We're doing that right now. Next step. Council is to hold a special hearing for the developers to update council and then consider the possibility of rescinding the tax abatement for a vote. That's where we're at now. So, we're already on second base in this process, right? We did it in November. It was voted on unanimously. I might add. But to go what Councilman Canton said, to have a hearing, I'm glad you said that, because that's actually the next step in the motion that has already passed unanimously, that we are to conduct a special hearing for the vote of this rescission. I just wanted to remind the council of that, remind everyone of that, that was voted on and passed unanimously in November. And there was multiple parts to it, and now we're at the third stage of it.
I will say too that